Alright guys, so happy new year, and what a way for us to ring in the new year with what I believe are factually the best banners in Dokkan history. If you guys remember, yesterday the French data miners came out and said, oh, by the way, looks as though the best banner in Dokkan history is about to drop. Then these banners came out, and both JP and Global got them. And I would say I agree. These are the best banners in Dokkan history for both versions. This is the best banner ever on Global. This is the best banner ever on JP. It's just a fact. These banners are crazy. For the amount of stones you have to use, the guaranteed units you get is unbelievable. Definitely the best banners in the history of the game, and it's not an opinion like that. It's just a fact that these are the best banners ever, because a guaranteed LR character, like, you guys have got to understand the value behind that. LRs, as you all know, are very, very difficult to obtain. So the fact that you are guaranteed an LR with 200 stones is amazing to me. So what the purpose of this video is going to be, I'm just going to kind of go over why this is definitely the best banner ever in Dokkan history. I will also go over how, if you're a player who did not have stones, you weren't prepared for this, any stones you get, I do think you should put towards this banner. I think you should try and summon for this. Maybe if you're a free-to-play player, you've given a little thought to someday maybe grabbing, like a sale stone pack here or there. If you were ever going to do it, this is the banner to do that for, to try and get that guaranteed LR at 200 stones. I think is very, very important. I would like also to remind both Global and JP players, usually, both versions of Dokkan will give out, between 200 to 250 stones per month. And I believe these banners both go up until, so the 28th on JP. That's funny because literally like the day after or 2 days after, the 4-year anniversary banners will go live. The 4-year anniversary banner is the second year anniversary banner and the 3rd year anniversary banner. So, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta and LR Gogeta and Vegito, both of those the last 2 years have gone live on the last day of January. So this is going away just before those banners will go live. And then over here on Global, it goes until the 28th. I could see right around there as being the time when possibly the movie characters could come to Global Dokkan, so keep that in mind. Now, when talking specifically about Global, right? So obviously, JP has already had the movie banners. The movie characters are live on JP, right? So a lot of JP players did not have stones prepared for this banner right here because of the movie stuff. That's fine. But any stones you guys get now, I would put towards this right here to see if you can't get that 200 stone mark and get a guaranteed LR. It is definitely worth it. Now, Global players, you should have stones saved up unless you were a real knucklehead and you summoned for Hit or Future Gohan. Shame on you if you did. You should not have been doing that, because we have this showing up, and we also have the movie banners coming, which again on Global, those are must summons. You will hear, honestly, dummies say that these banners aren't very good or Broly and Gogeta are underwhelming, which is just ridiculous foolishness, honestly. Gogeta and Broly are the two best TURs in the game. Only LRs, I think, are better than Gogeta and Broly. And again, LRs are not easy to come by. So these units are kind of de facto like the best, value for your stone you can get. Now, if we head back over here, I do kind of want to talk a little bit about the differences between the Global and JP versions of these banners. They're really fundamentally not that much different. It's just Global has obviously had a different sort of release schedule from JP. I do want to point out why Global got a significant, sort of positive buff here. I do think Global's banner is better than JP's banner, given the time state of when this appeared in game, right? And if you are a Global player, by the way, you still have stones ready for the movie banners, I would say you can go ahead and use it on this banner right here. If you really just have to save for Gogeta or Broly. I do understand, but again, getting an LR guaranteed at 200 stones used, and then you could do it a second time at 400 stones used, you get another LR. That is just incredible. Like, you don't want to miss that. So the reason the global banner is better, it's a different reason than everyone is thinking, by the way. So the global banner, I guess I might as well just mention this now. Rather than having LR Bardock, the global banner has LR Cell. The reason for this is because LR Cell on global came out before LR Bardock, so they went ahead and put him in here over LR Bardock. That is definitely an advantage for the global banner, because LR Cell, I would say without a doubt, is better than LR Bardock, right? So, just a little bit of an advantage, but there is a bigger advantage that global has than that. Now, if we go to the JP featured units, let's take a look at the Dokkan Fest exclusives on JP, right? All of these units. Then we see some of the most recent Dokkan Fests that have released. Turles came out in April. Blue Vegeta came out in April. Future Gohan came out in May. Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku came out like the last day of June, first day of July. And Android 17 came out basically the last day of July, first day of August, right? He is the latest Dokkan Fest exclusive on this banner. And then here is 17's banner right here, his JP banner. As you guys can see, that went away on the 16th of August. And he is the most recent Dokkan Fest exclusive on the banner. So as you guys could tell, that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4.5 months ago that, Android 17 was out. Now, if we look at Global's banner and we take a look, Turles came out in August. Blue Vegeta and 17 both came out in October. So they are very, very recent units to both be appearing on this banner. Blue Vegeta's global banner ended on the 13th of November. That was so recent, and he is on this banner. That is a huge advantage for global, like on the current sort of timeline that global is on, right? To have these tier of characters on here. Now, I suppose this could be sort of seen as fair, because global, obviously, their 250 million download banners were not as good as JP's. JP had both Turles and Evolution Blue Vegeta on the 250 million download transforming Goku and Frieza banner, whereas global did not. So this sort of, could be seen as making up for that, I suppose. But more so than LR Cell being on the banner instead of LR Bardock, I think global having 17 and Blue Vegeta on here is a huge, huge W. Turles would have been, he came out basically at the same time as Android 17, a very similar sort of time frame, right? But for global to have gotten 17 and Blue Vegeta, that is a huge, huge W. Now, if we're going to compare why I think you should summon for these banners over the movie banners, I do want to talk a little bit about both Broly and Gogeta, right? Now, again, I get memed a lot because, oftentimes I'll say, like, oh, this is the best, this type of unit, or this unit's the best, or this unit is so damn good. Like, I've been calling Gogeta and Broly the best TURs in the game, and, like, that shit is true. Like anyone, I've seen people try and say these units are underwhelming, and I don't get it. Like, attack and defense 100%, effective against all types, 30% chance to dodge, greatly raises attack for one turn, which is a huge benefit with the way you could set up Gogeta's potential system, which is where these units that are effective against all types don't need crits. They do still do a little bit extra damage with crits, but, they'll output more damage with additionals. So if you give Gogeta 20 additionals, and he's greatly raising attack for one turn too, like, he's really going to be outputting a lot of damage. He has good defense, and he can dodge, and he has one of the best link sets in the game, and he's on 4 categories, and he has one of the best leader skills in the game. Blue Gogeta, Broly, and of course the global exclusive hit are pretty much the best leaders in the game as of right now. Like, Gogeta, there's nothing wrong with him. Like, he's damn near a perfect unit. The only thing that is a bit... Oh, and of course, I forget to mention this, but he's one of only 4 units that have a 160% 12-key multiplier. The only other units of relevance that have this are Tech Vegito Blue and STR Rose Goku Black. There's, an N Cell Jr. that has it, but obviously that's pointless. So that's a huge deal. Obviously, Gogeta does take 5 turns to transform into Blue Gogeta. That's the only sort of negative. Maybe it could have been 4 like Broly. But, even if he doesn't transform into Blue, he's still, like, one of the best units in the game. And then at Blue, he's LR level, because then attack and defense 130%, 100% chance to crit on every single attack he does, plus a 50% chance to dodge. He's just ridiculous, right? Like, here's a post someone made about, a 100% Gogeta, with a really good situation, all types of stuff happening, and he had a 2.3 million attack set, which, that's common with a Rainbow Gogeta. Mobile Man came in here and said, listen, fuckers, don't you forget, his attack set in the screenshot is equivalent to a 4.5 million attack set due to his guaranteed critical hit buff. Name me all the units that get a 4.5 million attack set, because there's not a lot of them. Gogeta is better than some people are letting on. He is ridiculously powerful. Broly is really good too. Obviously, he's the king of Super Battle Road. He's also the king of World Tournament. This Broly is tremendous. He transforms after 4 turns. He always has guaranteed supers because he gives himself so much ki. Again, his team might be the best in the game, just with the amount of options you have between the full power category and the movie boss category is overwhelming. You have so many options. He has great defense. Like, these units are amazing. However, there are better units in the game than Gogeta and Broly. In particular, there's these 3 LRs. These LRs, since they've come out, have remained just absolutely disgusting. Like, they were so good when they came out that they're still among the best units in Dokkan history. And this is why I really think you can't pass up the opportunity to summon on these new banners, man, to get these guaranteed LRs here. We don't need this, and we also don't need this. You have these 3 are all options among the guaranteed LR you could get. There's 10 guaranteed LRs you can get. You could get LR Gohan, LR Broly, LR Majin Vegeta, LR Goku Black and Zamasu, the physical LR Trunks. So the 5 OG 90% leaders, both Global and GP have those. Then you also have LR Beerus, LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, LR Mighty Mask or LR Trunks and Goten, LR Bojack. Again, those 9 are the same on Global and JP, and then JP has LR Bardock, whereas Global has LR Cell, right? All of those LRs are among the best LRs in the game. I would say LR Trunks and LR Bardock, and probably LR Beerus as well, but he's, with how much better they've made Tech Beerus, plus also the buff to the movie boss and full power team with Broly, LR Beerus, I think, has really climbed up the ranks quite a bit, whereas, LR Bardock and LR Trunks are still sort of lackluster compared to some of the other LRs, right? But you have a good chance to get them. LR Goku Black right here, as soon as he supers a couple times, his defense becomes tremendous. The fact that they are able to stack their super attack, effectively you could do it on 3 different rotations. You could stack their defense, so they become very, very good. Recovering 15% HP at the start of the turn is just tremendous. They only have to be attacked 4 times to get a 120% attack buff, which is fine. And then, of course, they have, they're one of these units that has one of the best link sets in the game. Fear and Faith, Nightmare, Prepare for Battle, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Fantastic, fantastic links. Then, of course, they also have 5 different categories, making them relevant on many different teams. And, the value of this unit is just so high. Would I consider this unit better than Blue Gogeta and Broly? Yes, probably. This unit is still better. Summonable LRs. One problem I think people have is you can't really compare summonable LRs to non-summonable LRs. It's just, they're just a different breed, right? So people, maybe people who thought Blue Gogeta's underwhelming, were comparing, a TUR to an LR, which you really can't do, because LRs are just that much better. You have LR Majin Vegeta. Now, for a long time, people thought he was shafted. I will say this about LR Majin Vegeta: there aren't as many places to use him effectively as other units. The Buu Saga team is really rather weak with the Super Vegito leader. Plus, the way the units are set up, they really could use one of these dual category leaders to sort of buff up that team a little bit. And then the Pure Saiyan, obviously, only a 130% attack buff, kind of limiting. But LR Majin Vegeta on the Revived Warrior team can easily get a 5 million attack stat. He is ridiculous. And it's maybe the fastest super attack in the game. He has a good chance to stun. LR Majin Vegeta is still an outstanding unit. And I feel as though a lot of people don't really give Majin Vegeta the credit that he deserves for how powerful he is. If this is the guaranteed LR you get, that's a good one to get. Trust me. And then, of course, LR Gohan. One thing I would say, at least about LR Majin Vegeta and LR Gohan, they don't have any sort of defensive buff. Now, because they're LRs, their defensive stats are just going to be a lot higher than regular units, so they can still, work quite well, just with their naturally ridiculously high defensive stat, right? But obviously, the difference between newer units and old-time units is that these newer units, like Gogeta, for example, is just able to do everything, right? Like Broly gives himself ki, attack buff, defensive buff, greatly raises attack for one turn. He's an AoE unit. He's a leader for 2 different teams. He has all these great links, prepare for battle, shocking speed. He's on several different category teams. These units, new units, are able to do so much. Whereas a lot of the older units, are just specialized in one area. LR Gohan, of course, was the king of attack stats forever, right? The easiest and strongest nuker in the game because he had such a broken ability, which is an additional ki for every ki sphere obtained. Like, if they gave that to another LR, like, I don't know, let's say the 4-year anniversary unit is an LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku who gets an additional ki per every ki sphere, like, automatically he's just stupid broken OP. Like, that ability is so powerful. I really look forward to seeing the next unit that gets it. Not necessarily just for Rainbow Orbs, but for any ki sphere. It's a very strong ability. So Gohan is still able to output ridiculous damage. Now, the Hybrid Saiyan team, is quite weak, just like the Majin Buu arc team. Badly needs one of those new dual category leaders. But on the new Broly full power team, LR Gohan is able to put up some insanity. So he would be a very good pick, a very good pull, if you happen to be able to pull him from the 2 best banners in the game, both for global and, JP Dokkan history. So there you go, guys. Any stones you guys get until the end of the month, I would put in these banners. If you're a global player that is still holding on stones for the movie banner, I would recommend using them for this banner. The guaranteed LRs, it's just too powerful. They're too good. This is too good of a deal to pass up. You cannot pass this deal up. A guaranteed LR that's something I didn't think that they would do so soon, right? Because they put units in that guaranteed LR pool, like these 3 beasts right here, who are stupid OP, better than even, all the other featured units on these banners. Blue Vegeta, Ultimate Gohan, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, Int Gogeta, UI Goku. Like, those LRs are better than all those units. So just keep that in mind. You have a chance to get some ridiculous good units there. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, Happy New Year's. Good luck if you are summoning. Global, by the way, the next Dokkan Fest banner will probably be Super Buu sometime in the middle of the month. JP, the next big banner JP will get, of course, will be the 4-year anniversary banners at the end of the month. So thanks for watching, y'all. Looking forward to that, and I'll catch y'all next time.